The story of Lewis Hamilton, a Formula One racing driver from England driving for Mercedes-AMG Petronas F1 team, and is the most successful English F1 driver with his 7 world titles. But his story of how he got there is just marvelous. Starting with his biography, Lewis Carl Hamilton MBE was born in Stevenage, England on the 7th of January 1985. He is the son of Anthony Hamilton and Carmen Labelle Lestier. His dad was one of the sole reason Lewis became what he is today. He introduced Lewis into the world of motorsport by buying him a remote-controlled car when he was just 5 years old, and at age 6 he was racing in the National RC Championship and was winning against adults. When Lewis turned 7, Anthony gifted him his first ever kart, which got Lewis into competitive karting a year later. Then when he turned 10 years old in 1995, he won the British Karting Championship and STB Karting Championship. This started the beginning of his F1 career. In 1995 British Karting Champion Party, Lewis Hamilton met Ron Dennis, the CEO of McLaren F1 team. He said, "It's my dream to race for you, can I have your phone number?" And Ron Dennis writes his phone number and says, "Phone me in 9 years, we'll sort something out then." 2 years later, he was offered a contract and he signed it into the driver support program of McLaren. After meeting Ron Dennis in 1995, he won the Future Series Karting Championship in 1996. Then he became the Sky TV Kart Master Champion and then became the Five Nations Champion. In 1997, he won the British Champion Super 1 and Future Series. 1998 and 1999, he won 7 championships, including the World Cup Championship in Japan. He stopped competing in karting and he proceeded to take a step into Formula Renault. Hamilton won the Formula Renault Championship in 2003 with a dazzling 48-point difference from his rival. Hamilton then went to Formula 3 in 2004 and 5, and then in 2005 he won 15 out of 20 races, making him the Formula 3 Championship of the year. 2006 he went from Formula 3 to GP2, and then he directly won the championship in the same year. After winning, it was time for him to graduate. He graduated into Formula 1 and debuted into the McLaren Formula F1 team, of course. He was then partnered up with Fernando Alonso, who is a 2-time World Championship winner who has just won the championship consecutive years 2005 and 2006. They didn't have the best relationship as Fernando thought he costed him the championship after losing with second-third place by just 1 point difference from Kimi Räikkönen, who is first. Then in 2008, Lewis remained with McLaren, but Fernando has left and now he is paired up with Heikki Kovalainen. Despite controversies, Lewis has had an amazing season and he won his first ever world title by 1 point from Felipe Massa of the Ferrari team. Then came 2009. It was not the best season for Hamilton as he faced several difficulties with the car, but despite this, he secured a 5th place in the championship. The next 3 seasons, 2010, 2011, and 2012 was not the best years for McLaren and Lewis Hamilton himself, as Sebastian Vettel of Red Bull won the 3 seasons consecutively. 2013 came the end of Lewis's association with McLaren. After his 5-year contract ended, he joined Mercedes alongside with Nico Rosberg for the 2013 season. 2013 season once again ended with Sebastian Vettel as champion, who dominated the season by leading with 155 points ahead. 2014 and 15 was Lewis's time to shine. He won both seasons with Mercedes, also known as the Silver Arrows, with his teammate Nico Rosberg in 2nd place just behind him. This birthed the greatest rivalry of all time between teammates. The 2016 season went into favor of Nico Rosberg, but just after winning the championship, the German retired. Nico was then replaced by Valtteri Bottas the next year alongside Lewis, and the Silver Arrows dominated the championship for the next consecutive 4 seasons, 2017, 18, 19, and 20, which were all won by Lewis, making him one of the most successful F1 driver. This also meant that he had 7 world titles in his possession, tying him with Michael Schumacher for the world record of total world titles. In the current season of 2021, he is now competing for his 8th world title to become the world record holder of most championship wins, and this is the life of Lewis Hamilton so far.